Hello, guys. And if you do love a Reddit story, why not consider hitting that subscribe, maybe that notification bell too. Today our story from the user Onikim, and it is called I'm Your Wife, Not Your Mom. My wife F32 always says this to me, 34M, and I don't know how to respond. How can I make her see my side? Story. Hey everyone, so my wife 32F and I 34M have been together 18 years, but have been arguing recently about the responsibilities within our marriage, and we can't seem to agree. I work full-time and my wife is a stay-at-home mother. We have 2 children, one is in school full-time, and the other goes to preschool 2.5 days a week. Recently, my wife has been sending me the stupid TikToks that always say, your wife is your partner, not your mom. And essentially boil down to men should help out around the house, help with the kids, and pick up after themselves. A sentiment I generally agree with. This usually comes with a side of, you don't value what I do to look after the kids and plan everything, etc. Now to be clear, I'm not against helping out around the house and helping get the kids to bed and brush their teeth and cook meals. I do help with this stuff every day. I feel like all I do is work because the second I finish work, I have kids to help with because she has had them all day. My position is that she is right when she says kids are work, and I can appreciate that after a day of being with them all day, that she is probably tired of kids. But I have also been at work all day too, and it isn't fair to expect me to be sole parent as soon as I'm finished. Then there is the issue of housework. Our house is always a mess, which frustrates me when she complains about having to do all the unpaid labor of managing a household and looking after the kids. Because from my perspective, I go to work in a messy house and I finish work in a messy house. I work from home, go into my office for 8 hours, only coming out for the occasional coffee and snack, which means that 90% of my mess is contained to a room only I go in. Most days while I'm at work, she isn't even home. I feel that I'm holding up my end of the bargain by working full-time and then helping with housework and the kids outside of that. But she isn't holding up her end of it by looking after the house and kids while I'm at work. I could understand that she wouldn't get as much done around the house on days when our youngest is home, but on days where she is at preschool, she'd take it as an opportunity to have a break and go shopping with her mom or go visit a friend. Whenever I bring this up or question how much effort she is putting in, I get, you don't appreciate me, and I'm not your mother. I'm not saying she should be waiting on me hand and foot as my personal maid, cook, and sex doll. Not that we ever have sex, because I'm the man bringing home the bacon. And I really hope I don't come across that way in this post, as that really not what I'm saying. But I'm killing myself trying to do everything, yet I'm being told I'm the problem for treating her like my mother because I'm expecting her to do her part. What can I do to help her see my side? Update. So a lot of people are saying we need to sit down and try to look at things as a team, and I am totally on board for this approach, and will let you know how it goes. Also, to a few people dislike my framing of helping as it's my responsibility also. I agree I used the term helping as that's the word she uses when saying I need to do more to help around the house. Another lot of you either can't read or are refusing to believe that I actually parent my own children. I wake them up in the morning. I make them breakfast every day. I get them dressed every day. I take them to school too, 3 days a week. I know their teachers. I know all their friends and their friends' parents' names. I know their doctors. I know their allergies, none thankfully. I bath them. I get their PJs on and read them the same goddamn bedtime story every night for weeks. Because they don't want any of the other books we have. They want George the Giant. I draw with them. I play games with them. I know their favorite Disney princesses and favorite superheroes. As for the household, I do laundry. I load the dishwasher. I cook my own lunches and tidy up after myself. I iron. I fold and put away laundry. I pick up their toys and tidy their playroom. I hoover at the weekend and take them to kids' parties. I also do all the chores that my wife won't because I'm the man. Like taking out the bins, cleaning the car, mowing the grass, fixing anything that breaks. Comment 1 from user Silvereye, 4569, OP. You may want to consider the fair play book and method so you can both see how much work you are doing. Maybe you already have an equitable split and it will show this to your wife. Maybe you don't, and this will come to light. Comment 2 from user Fox and Socks. Yeah, if both kids are in school 2.5 days per week, she needs to be doing chores. OP goes to his job, Fry, and she needs to do her job. I straight up almost left my husband over this, who is a stay-at-home dad. I was finding myself doing a lot of the housework on top of my full-time job and doing my share of parenting right after work. She needs to step up a lot. And none of this sexist BS that OP's wife is looking at on TikTok. She needs to stop victimizing herself and help with the chores. If there are no kids there and her husband is working, she needs to be contributing as well. I'd be so pissed in OP's situation, actually, now that I think about it. Comment 3 from user Red Rouge 9996. Gosh, yes. I don't know why it's so much easier to identify this problem in opposite gender-rolled families. Maybe because other people are conditioned to be defensive about women doing labor at home now. But I grew up with no concept of gender roles in the traditional sense, because my mom was the breadwinner, and my dad was the PTS soccer mom. He was like super involved elementary through middle school, but I don't know what happened when I hit high school. Maybe I was more aware. But my parents has a big argument about it before it got fixed. Since I went to school 45 minutes from home, and it was near my mom's work, she was at work every day 7, 6. My dad would be able to nap all day, go to lunch, etc., and still expected my mom to do major chores on the weekend, where she was catching up on the free time she didn't get all week. In my dad's eye, and probably OP's wife's, the weekend was job-free for both of them, so everything should be split. But the stay-at-home parent in this case was so positively skewed during the week that by Saturday the partner at work was significantly more burnt out. I think a third-party marriage counselor was what it took for my dad to see this. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. See you again.